Welcome. I have a wild concept for you. I don't know, because I was watching something recently that I think it's the Hard Yards podcast. And they were talking about how society moves on so quickly, from the atrocities of COVID through the Fauci to the Epstein stuff to all of the hatred that the politics and people in power have for people and the mass murder, and everyone just gets on with their lives. And it showcases how they try to distract humanity and how heavy they are indoctrinated into the system, that people would rather live in bliss than face the atrocities head on because it either doesn't affect them or it's easier. Whether that's their own choice, their own mind, or the implanted creations from others. And it just got me thinking about realities as a whole. And I was thinking that something outside of the square, outside of the box of normal conventional thinking is that, what if your reality, my reality, are all different? But not different in the way we see it, different in worlds and realms. So what if your reality, the way that you see it, is a world? And the interactions you have in your imagination create the elements inside your world. What if those worlds are layers as such? And the job of what people have done over the years of man's atrocities and control and dictation is merge those worlds and those layers and those realities into one controlled narrative. Because if you have one controlled narrative, it's easier to, maintain, control, dictate, and influence. To hijack. Whereas if you have multiple views, multiple ways of thinking, but all interconnected, it is a lot harder to control. You have to tackle each one by one. But forget the atrocities of them. What if your world is a world? Your reality is just for you. Because you don't see others until you see them. It's that adage of if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound if no one is there to hear it? And did the tree fall to begin with? I think it's Schrodinger's cat is the one in that. But the idea, because in my lifetime so far, I've seen a lot of things, a lot of magic, and a lot of ways of the old that seem impossible when you think in the world of 3D linear logic. Soul transfers, seeing different souls in different people. And I wonder, do we have the power of magic and creation? Is that what our imagination is? And when people are coming back from psychosis or drugs and these sorts of things, is that they are entering this world and creating chaos? Which is usually why they are put in homes. And as we know, the psychotic locations are heavily guarded by the old bells, the old ways that were healing energies. But they try to keep them sedated, because what if the Professor X's of the Marvel world is us? We're the ones that can control and manipulate and have all those realities within ourselves. I wonder, is this why they have placed so much time and energy into keeping the human's mind docile? distracted and focused on other things, hell-bent on keeping a slave a slave? Is this why they were stopping the movement into enlightenment and, what's the word? You could say evolution or growth, connecting to source, to God, whatever you like. They have placed factors to stop that. We don't know what they've done, but we do know the atrocities will not go unnoticed and have not gone unnoticed for any length of time that they choose to keep going with. But your world, if it is a world, is it created by your imagination? Is that why they are so afraid of free thinkers? Because if people start waking up to what they can create, is that the problem? Is it not what we choose to create, but how? It's like how I chose to do some fasting, not by choice really, and I had to, but my body felt comfortable not eating. Gladly, I'm a little overweight, so it's probably eating the fat, but I didn't feel like I needed to eat. I communicate to my cells, and it just felt okay. I wasn't hungry, I wasn't starving. It's a way of saying I'll eat when I eat. But even when I eat now, something's different. It's like I'm not full, or I'm not craving, or I'm just eating if I want to eat. Not hungry, these sorts of things. So can we create magic in our own reality? Can we see things? Is that what the CIA and all of these secret things are trying to control and influence others' lives? Maybe. One of my biggest mental strains, I suppose you could say, is the fact that I still always get that attack of I am asleep somehow, or this realm isn't real and I need to wake up, and these sorts of things. Whether it was in an accident or whatever, and for all this time, it's not real. And they're doing their best to keep me under control and not have me wake up, because it would end that atrocities. I don't know. That's the sort of mental anguish that they put upon people. But all of these things in the world then, what if they are occurring simultaneously because of our own thoughts? How many layers to the world would there be if we all had our individual thoughts? Is there a hive connected reality where it's all one thing, but if we choose to bring something in, we can? Is that what we're leading towards? Is that what they're leading towards with this robotic mental state of eat, work, repeat, slave, and all of that type mentality? Whereas the real one is about excitement and experience and growing and developing and creating something new and seeing what would happen. Coming from a place of heart and source and love and creativity. I think the longer the world goes on with what it is, the more things just don't make sense anymore. You see the lies, you see all of it and go, I don't believe that anymore. You start looking at the system and saying, well, I believe it's all just noise. And how you want to go to nature and the environment and just turn everything off. It's not forgetting the world, it's building outside a world of technology. That's what's been the interesting part about it, is they've placed phones, they've placed the internet, connection, all of these things within our world, saying that you need it to survive. If you want money, you need an account, and now we're pushing everything online, so if you want to take money or buy things, you're forever connected to it. When there was a time when you could have just had cash, transactional barter. I'm an advocate for no cash society. I don't think we need it if everyone has the self-righteousness to move in a positive manner. And we do the things because we love to, and we love each other, and we help each other grow, and we look forward to those things. Now, I've always said that nothing costs money, but it's the introduction of it that keeps the connected realities of ourself with money to technology, to communication, to data gathering and data sharing, and all of these sorts of things that they're influencing your life. More and more 5G towers, 6G towers, just bombarding you with all of this energy waves to keep your frequencies low. Who knows what other spiritual realities they have control of, what parasitic demons they send to attack people. Maybe all of the things that are told are normal are sent from them, from lust and envy and greed, and all of these emotions are created from their mental reality of someone sitting in an enclosed room in these high places of the CIA and FBI and secret societies, all trying to affect those who can actually do good. Maybe all of those things that they were trying and teaching and all the psychic mentalities are still there today. Their power is one of protection of a lie, to keep the lie going. They have indoctrinated so many people to believe it. It's hard to convince any common person or normal person that people can be hypnotized. How many people do you think can project a lie honestly without ever questioning it in their lifetime? What if a lot of the people who work in NASA get hypnotized? What if a lot of people who work in certain places are only there so that their body can have their soul transferred? It's in the 100. It's in a lot of things where people sign up to agreements to these places, and then before you know it, they're not themselves anymore. Celebrities are number one, you see it all the time. But what if people in high places are hypnotized to believe it? You have sleeper cell agents and these sort of things that are trained over and over and over again, but part of themselves has been removed to realize a lie. So they defend it. The hypnotized states of the television, we know that the more people that watch the television, the subliminal programming, the projected implants that they do, so that when something happens, they defend it. They can trigger it with warnings and signals. And then to defeat the crazies, they release something as silly as losing gravity or this sort of thing or one or the other. And they promote it so all the people on one side run with it and they send it out just so that they can prove how fake and false things are. So when they are actually correct, nobody believes it and they move on with reality and they get shunned upon. Because 90% of the social media aspects are in it to try to make money and influence others and corrupt others on both sides of the coin. But what if your world is just that, an actual world? Like a Sims universe where you could create anything you wanted to. And every time you wanted to create something positive, something happened, a roadblock, an accident. Even today, I went to the shops and there was a car behind me that came out of nowhere and just started pressing its horn for about 3 minutes behind me. I don't know why. It wasn't there when I turned onto the road, it just suddenly appeared. Was it to test my patience? Was it to highlight something I said at the time? I don't know. But this is the thing, it's getting to a point where I feel that the more we attack the system at its core, the more it tries to defend itself. But why couldn't we create our own world? Why is it that we are promised so many things of wealth and abundance and freedoms, and yet every time we're promised it and it comes, it disappears or it never arrives? Are they blocking that? Do you know what? I believe that they are trying. And every time that they block your abundance or your wealth from arriving, it amplifies it. You know, they'll cover things like, it's not meant for you then. You're meant for more. And sometimes even that can be false light. You are meant for more. I say it all the time. But how far do you have to get pushed until you break and you don't realize you need money, but you have to live? You find support. You generate the power to keep going on. And it surprises you. And you get things and you find out new ideas, but really you just want to get away from it all. Start something fresh with new ideas and pure unconditional love and openness, and be surrounded by positive creatures of all kinds. That seems like a wonderful world, but no, we're moving on with life, told to forget the atrocities and stay within the realms of your capabilities in a normal, controlled dictatorship world, run by egotistical narcissists. No, I believe that wealth has arrived. I believe that people in power are stopping those from receiving it by playing wicked games to reduce the faith. But you know, whether you believe in Source or God or whoever it might be, whether this is a realm of dreams or of creations, I say this to you with all the magic I can muster. If you are good of heart, pure of heart, and wish for love for others and animals and nature, then the worldly abundance knows no bounds to your name and mine. And together we will build a new creation, one free of control and hatred, and one of love and appreciation, with a little bit of experimentation too. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.